Hello everyone, this is Julio again. As promised, I'm going to be talking a little bit about breathing. Generally speaking, a lot of us are staying indoors because of the virus and social distancing and all that kind of stuff, and just to stay safe, and that's good. So my recommendation is that keep doing that, obviously, but go outside too, because I mean, there's many ways. Like in some places, they're not allowing people to go very far. So you could, but you can, some of us can go downstairs, or go to the backyard or something like that. Open a window. The important thing is not to keep breathing and rebreathing the same air, because that's generally not healthy. But as we were speaking yesterday, it's about breathing and breathing well. Now, there's many breathing patterns and many things that we can talk about in terms of breathing. And rather than go into like whose method is good, I happen to practice many. I done yoga, Kundalini yoga, pranayama, qigong, Wim Hof, and Patrick McGowan, who oxygen advantage and stuff like that. So there's like those are like at least 5 or 6 different types of breathing. I mean, all of them have one basic thing in common, and that's working from the diaphragm, and mostly are breathing through the nose. Now, I forgot to mention systema breathing, which is very similar. So the idea of breathing through the nose is that there's a physiological difference in breathing when you breathe through the nose versus breathing from the mouth, and partially it has to do with volume, but also there seems to be, when you breathe through the nose, you actually bring in nitric oxide, and that's actually very helpful in terms of breathing in and opening the air follicles in the lungs and things like that. What is it? Alveoli, I think they're called. So they're the little air sacs and the little, almost like little corpuscles that help basically take the oxygen out of the air we breathe, and convert it into something usable into our blood that gets pumped through our heart out into the rest of the body. So anything that enhances that is a good thing. So what I'm wanting to share is, first of all, like, learn more and more to breathe through the nose, and less breathe through the mouth, because one, the nose hairs filters the air, so we get better, cleaner air. Second, we breathe just the right amount, as opposed to like when you breathe through your mouth, like it's hard to control. Third is like when you breathe through your nose, it keeps everything moist, whereas if you breathe through your mouth, you actually dry out your throat, and that can cause all kinds of issues, and give you a sore throat. It can also add irritants into your lungs, into your throat as well, that will cause you some problems. So that's the first thing, is breathe through your nose. But bottom line is, when you're breathing through your nose, you're actually incorporating the whole body, because when you breathe through your nose, I'm gonna go out, you're also breathing, it actually incorporates more belly breathing. So you breathe in. When you breathe through your mouth, it actually fills out the chest first. So you're actually not breathing as deeply as you think you are. It only feels like it because you're moving more of your body. So what I'd like today is to ask you to spend some time breathing through your nose, and just be mindful. That's a real simple thing. So catch yourself breathing right. And then we can start talking about going back to the breathing patterns that we talked about before, the 4-7-8 breath, or we can do increasing breath holds and things like that. There's different patterns that I will introduce later as we go on. But the first thing, I just really want you to breathe in. And then make sure you don't expend a lot of energy, because the more energy you expend, the more you increase your heart rate. Now, if you're working out, that's fine, obviously. But if you're not working out and you're just walking around doing basically, going about your business, there's no need to increase the amount of energy expended, because that just tires you out unnecessarily. And we want to conserve as much energy as possible and make our breathing efficient and keep our heart rate down, especially in difficult times, because most people are on edge right now. And most people's blood pressure is just going up. So this is a simple way of keeping blood pressure normalized or down a little bit, and helping you calmly go about your day and about your business. So that's all I got for you today. Breathe light to breathe right, as Patrick McGowan likes to say. Breathe through your nose, and see how that goes for you. We'll be back at you tomorrow with some other information about breathing and maybe a few breathing patterns. Have a good one. Bye-bye.